And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup.
Man, my body hurts just thinking about the punishment one of these competitors is about to go through.
Drop down.
There are so many different ways for a superstar to put their opponent through the table in a tables match. Some matches start off as wild brawls and a table is brought out from under the ring in the match's opening minutes. In others, superstars are very strategic about when they bring out a table because they know if they're not careful, momentum can be reversed and they could end up being the one who goes through a table.
Byron, you talked about strategy that involves a tables match. I was in WWE when the Dudley Boys came from ECW, and you could say that things changed a bit thanks to Bubba and Devon. Something that's also important to remember in a tables match is that it's not important how or where the table is positioned. All that matters is that you put your opponent through it.
It's a very simple premise, Michael, but superstars have to be careful. They launch an attack that goes awry, their own momentum can put them through the table and cost them the match. That doesn't include feeling the incredible pain from crashing through it.
Oh, my goodness! What a way to win a singles match. Here's a few clips from the last match for us.
Here is your winner, Jeff Hardy.
An entertaining... You can feel the electricity running through this arena. This is going to be some battle. One-on-one, mano-a-mano.
Jeff Hardy truly is a charismatic enigma. You don't know what persona he's going to take any given night.
Yeah, and you never know what he'll jump off of to make the highlight reel and pick up a win.
Unpredictable, fearless, and never hesitant to sacrifice his own body to take down an opponent. Jeff Hardy embodies the spirit of Team Extreme.
I've been lucky enough to spend a lot of time with the Hardys since they returned, and they've even joined me for an exclusive interview on WWE Network. You could just tell by speaking with Jeff that his fearless nature comes from a spirit within him to be free.
I want to expand on what was said about Jeff Hardy being fearless. Jeff Hardy takes fear, crumbles it up with caution, and throws it all out the window when it's time to do battle, and then he becomes the charismatic enigma.
All right, let's be totally honest. Jeff Hardy's a maniac. He loves chasing the thrill of the next adrenaline rush, whether it's in his motocross or in the ring. The higher the perch, the more spectacular the flight. You want to talk about WWE Hall of Famers taking things to the extreme? The first time many fans saw somebody put through a table was in 1984. Randy Macho Man Savage drove Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express through a table with a pile driver at the Mid-South Coliseum.
He caught him slipping. Scoop slam! Corey, I remember seeing photos of that horrible scene in wrestling magazines. The pile driver was utilized when Terry Funk planted Nature Boy Ric Flair on a table at WCW's Wrestle War 89 pay-per-view. And something happened in sports entertainment in the early 90s called Extreme Championship Wrestling. ECW superstars crashed through tables all the time.
And what was going on in Philadelphia caused a craze of wood being turned into wood chips thanks to tables matches. In order to win a tables match, a competitor must be the first person to put their opponent through a table. We've also witnessed brutality evolve and superstars crash through flaming tables. Through Kofi Kingston's career, the exciting superstar has competed in several types of WWE matchups. It didn't take long for Kofi to get comfortable in the tables match environment. At 2011's TLC event, Kingston took on the Celtic Warrior Sheamus in a tables match for the United States Championship. Kofi was impressive in the match as he combined defense with his unbelievable high-flying assaults.
Byron, you spoke about Kofi Kingston's tables match against Sheamus at 2011's TLC event. Some people feel that match was one of the turning points for Kingston. That night, Kofi's usual fun-loving nature took a backseat to a more focused and offensively aggressive competitor. Kofi Kingston's focus was leaving TLC the new United States champion.
And that approach paid off, Michael. Kofi seized opportunity when Sheamus made a rare mistake. He drilled the Celtic Warrior with the Trouble in Paradise kick, and that set up Kofi to fly from the top rope and put Sheamus right through the table to earn the United States Championship. It shouldn't be a shock that the Dudley Boys were involved in one of the most intense tables matches we've seen in recent memory. At the 2015 TLC event, the Dudleys called on their Extreme brothers Tommy Dreamer and Rhino to battle the Wyatt family in an 8-man elimination tables match. People were flying everywhere that night, and in classic ECW fashion, so were the trash cans and kendo sticks.
The match at 2015's TLC event with the Dudleys, Tommy Dreamer and Rhino versus the Wyatts, was chaos from the second all 8 superstars were in the ring. Braun Strowman was awesome in his destruction of all 4 members of Team Extreme, but the ECW originals kept their focus on making sure each member of the Wyatt family crashed through a table.
The ECW's originals love a brawling clash, with the Wyatts drive to destroy anyone who stepped in their path. The Wyatts took the advantage after Rhino and Devon Dudley were eliminated, and they didn't look back. Bubba Ray took on the Wyatts. The power of the Wyatt family was just too much, as seen when Braun Strowman choke-slammed Bubba Ray through the final table.
He's looking a little weary here. He can't be happy with how this is going right now.
I'll tell you what, if he doesn't make some changes to his game plan ASAP...
You gotta believe this one's over!
Incredible! And here is Jeff Hardy with an energy boost.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Look out, there he goes.
Knocked right off his feet.
Jeff Hardy's not going to finish this. Twist of fate. This is all but over.
What a brutal beating we've seen dished out so far here tonight. Taking on any more damage here could very well mean the beginning of the end. Table in play.
Wow, Jeff Hardy gets the reversal. Jeff Hardy is getting a serious beatdown. Not sure how much more.
Look out! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Here it is! This table match and its carnage is over.
These guys gave everyone their money's worth. Here's another look.
Some pretty good give and take in this match, as these highlights show.
Here is your winner, Bobby Roode.
Huge victory here in one-on-one action.
That was simply a case of one guy.
And there's the bell. And here we go. This is the type of battle that you can show someone who's new to our brand of entertainment and say, this is what WWE's all about.
Bobby Roode looking good tonight. Truly worthy of the expensive robes he wears to the ring.
I can't believe I'm agreeing with a guy who shops at Suit City, but if these were fashion competitions, his opponents would have already lost.
Drop kick. Beautiful.
Through Kofi Kingston's career, the exciting superstar has competed in several types of WWE matchups. It didn't take long for Kofi to get comfortable in the tables match environment. At 2011's TLC event, Kingston took on the Celtic Warrior Sheamus in a tables match for the United States Championship. Kofi was impressive in the match as he combined defense with his unbelievable high-flying assaults.
Byron, you spoke about Kofi Kingston's tables match against Sheamus at 2011's TLC event. Some people feel that match was one of the turning points for Kingston. That night, Kofi's usual fun-loving nature took a backseat to a more focused and offensively aggressive competitor. Kofi Kingston's focus was leaving TLC the new United States champion.
And that approach paid off, Michael. Kofi seized opportunity when Sheamus made a rare mistake. He drilled the Celtic Warrior with the Trouble in Paradise kick, and that set up Kofi to fly from the top rope and put Sheamus right through the table to earn the United States Championship.
Of course, Bobby Roode is a decorated veteran of sports entertainment, but I gotta say, he's got his work cut out for him here tonight.
Look at this.
Oh, this is dangerous right here.
As Byron mentioned, Bobby Roode is in there with some stiff competition here tonight. Perhaps too stiff.
Will you stop, Cole? The guy's beating Shinsuke Nakamura, Dolph Ziggler, Baron Corbin. The list goes on and on. What else does he have to do to get your respect? Jeez.
Ooh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
Nailed it.
Sometimes, guys, when a superstar with as much experience as Bobby Roode comes in, you'll see him struggle a bit before finally getting his footing. And I'll tell you, that was never the case with Bobby Roode. Oh, so ruthless.
Now that's how you use a table to your advantage.
As Michael mentioned, some incoming competitors have struggled upon arriving in WWE, but Roode seemed immune to all of that. In fact, in less than a year, he became NXT champion.
And he held that championship for 8 long months and then won the United States title just 5 months into his main roster.
Helps out of the way.
It sure is.
I don't know about you guys, but if I'm in the ring against Bobby Roode, and thankfully I never will be, I'd target his arms. Makes sense, right, Byron?
I like your thought process, Michael. He can't lift you up for the glorious DDT if he can't use his arms. Very smart.
Uh-oh, he's in trouble here.
A twist of fate! Can he finish the job?
Following up on how to succeed against Roode in addition to the arms, I would think spending some time on his shoulders couldn't hurt. Anything to prevent him from picking you up for the glorious DDT.
I'll tell you what, if Roode had 0 arms and a match against the 2 of you, I'm still putting all my money on the glorious one.
Hey.
Table in play. When this guy's on, look out.
During Jeff Hardy's career, he's experienced great success as a singles competitor. Jeff is part of a small group of superstars who've accomplished the feat of becoming a Grand Slam champion.
Down to the floor.
The Woods calling. Somebody's about to go through the table.
Speaking of Jeff Hardy as a singles competitor, Michael, Jeff became a United States champion fairly recently to put him in that Grand Slam champions class. Something we would have never expected a few years ago.
After an 8-year hiatus from WWE that saw Jeff compete on the independent scene, Hardy returned home to WWE and has shown that he never missed a beat.
At the
Jeff Hardy was able to get out.